Hello students, welcome to Accounting 1303, Introduction to Accounting 1. My name is Mrs. Mercado, and if you are listening to this lecture, congratulations, you've made it to week number 16, which is final exam week. Okay, so a round of applause for you. Thank you for holding on and staying until the very end. I'm very proud of you, of your efforts, your work, your commitment towards the course. So now, like I said, we are on week number 16. This is finals week. So we are having to complete just one more assignment before we leave for our holiday vacation. Okay, so I don't want you being like this. I don't want you stressing. Yes, it's finals week, but there is no need for you to scream and stress and pull your hair out. Okay, there is no need for that because why? You are ready for this. You've been preparing for this for a while, and I know that you're gonna do wonderful on your final exam. Okay, so let me jump over to Blackboard. So it doesn't really matter the course that you're in. I have two Introduction to Accounting 1 courses, VO1 and VO2. Both of them are are similar. They're identical actually. So if we go into your week 16 content folder, you'll see the final exam review, which was made available to you since week number 16. I'm sorry, week 15. You've had that available so you can start preparing for your final exam. Now, for the final exam, the final is only going to be over the last three chapters, which is chapters 10, 11, and 13. Okay, so the final exam is going to be over the last three chapters covered, and these are the problems that you're going to be seeing on your final exam. Now, all of these problems have been covered on your homework. So what I recommend from a student's perspective is that you go back to each of the chapters, you locate the problem in your homework, and you focus on that problem. Make sure that you understand how to solve each of those problems. You take notes, that you study hard, and you will do great. Okay. Now, if you go in there trying to wing it and you know what, well, I really don't know what this is, I didn't do my homework, I'm just going to pray that I pass the test. I don't know how effective that's going to be. But if you go in there with the mentality that I have to prepare, these are the problems. Ms. Mercado was kind enough to let us know what's going to be on our tests. So I know exactly what I need to study. There is no surprises in my class. You know exactly what you need to study. You take notes, you review, you study. You should ace my final, okay? That's simple. So the final exam, depending on the problem, some problems have a little bit higher level of complexity, so some of them are worth a little bit more than others. But in total, your final exam is going to be worth 125 points. Please, if you do not get a 70% or better on the first attempt, please utilize the second attempt provided to try to improve your grade. Okay, I do not curve. Whatever grade you get is whatever grade I'm going to submit to the Office of Admissions and Records. Okay, I'm not one of those instructors that curves. I do not curve. So make sure that you try to earn as much points possible so you can get a good grade. Okay, so I will not be answering any content related questions while the exam is being administered. If you had any questions, those should have been answered either on week 15 or in prior weeks. Okay. So the final exam, okay? Please make sure that you mark your calendars, whether it be on your phone and a paper agenda, whatever is it, however is it that you keep track of your time or your appointments. Please make sure that you enter this information on your agenda or your calendar because I am not going to be allowing any extensions or makeups for missed final exams. I'm in a very tight situation with time constraint, meeting deadlines for submitting final grades that I have to, really move forward with submitting the grades, and I don't have time to be allowing students to make up missed assignments. So the final exam is going to be available from Monday, December the 7th at 8 a.m. in the morning through Wednesday, December the 9th at 11 p.m. That gives students enough time. It gives you 3 full days to work on your final exam. Okay, students will have 3 hours to complete each of your attempts. So that is more than enough time to complete the final exam. Okay, so make sure that you do focus on the problems outlined in your review. Make sure that you are aware of the final exam time frame. That way you do not miss it because like I said, I am not going to be giving extensions or makeups. Okay. And that is basically the only thing we're going to be doing this week, finals. Now, I do want to remind students, and I've been posting announcements of this for a while now. Please review your Blackboard gradebook. If you identify any errors, any discrepancies, whatever the case might be, please communicate with me before Thursday. Because Thursday morning I'm waking up, I'm calculating final grades, and I'm submitting them to the Office of Admissions and Records. So if you get with me Friday or Saturday or the following week, it will be too late. The grade would have already been submitted. Okay, so please, if you identify any errors or discrepancies, get with me either Monday, Tuesday, or the latest Wednesday, so I can be able to research and make any necessary corrections if needed. Okay, so I just wanted to remind you of that. And please review your gradebook in Blackboard. That is what I use to calculate final grades, the Blackboard gradebook, which includes all of the assignments. Okay. So you have a link here for your final exam. Your final exam will be on Cengage. So make sure that you have access to computer, internet, so you can be able to complete your final exam. And at this moment, I do want to thank you all for a wonderful semester. It's been difficult for many of us. In a personal level, it's been one of the most complicated ones for me at a personal level. But I'm still very grateful to be able to work, have you as my students. Even though we didn't have an opportunity to see each other face to face, I had great communication with a lot of you, either through messaging, phone calls, text messages, Zoom sessions, whatever was needed or required. I really appreciated all of you that, reached out to me for assistance or for whatever that you needed. I'm very grateful, and I'm very grateful for all of the students. I know a lot of students had a lot of struggles this semester, either with COVID-19 related issues, with work, with homeschooling. I know a lot of people, including myself, we have kids at home, so having to balance work and having kids at home can be challenging. So I'm just very blessed that all of you made it to the end, and that you are very committed to furthering your education. So I want to wish you all a safe and relaxing winter break. And before we leave for the break, I also want to remind all of you to please, 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 before you leave for the winter break, register for your spring 2021 classes. That way you get a better selection of your classes, and that way you leave the break knowing that you've registered and that you are ready to begin. Here comes spring 2021. Okay, so that was just a little reminder to please register. That way we can start working on the classes and making sure that everybody has the classes that they need. So please prepare for your final exam. I know that if you prepare, that you take notes, that you review, you will do great on your final exam. I am very confident that all of you will do excellent. And I look forward to having you in future classes. So please take care of yourself and have a wonderful, wonderful holidays. And until we meet again, thank you very much. Have a great day.